Hey, that's how we should start out. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, today we're going to do cells, problem number 3. This one's the stem cell problem entitled Eyes Without a Face. So, we have the summary of the problem. You've read part 1. There's 3 parts. Part 1, we learn about Lucy, 7-year-old little girl, who had a bad burn accident, and for the rest of her life, or at least up to this point, has been blind because she burned her corneas. At least that's what they told her at the doctors. And so she's been blind since then. And this actually is kind of a case study where not all of the information that you need is contained inside of the actual reading that I give you. And there may not even be all of it inside the reading in the textbook. So this is one of those situations where you would be required, if this were your homework, to kind of look at other sources as well to get a little bit further information to help you understand and answer some of the questions. I actually encourage that with all these problems. I give you basic information. Sometimes it will be everything you need, but a lot of times you should go out and find other sources. And today, with the tools that we have, that's pretty easy to do. So we have a series of questions we have to look at. Question number 1 is, what function does the cornea have in vision? So we're talking about eyes. We're talking about Lucy, who's burned her corneas. What's a cornea? Is it a piece of corn sitting on your eye? What is that? What's a cornea? Yeah.
It's the transparent part of the eye that covers the iris, something like that, and it refracts light and helps the eye to focus.
Excellent. Yeah. The cornea is the crystal clear portion of the surface of the eye that lets light enter, and it helps with the lens. They work together to focus the light on a portion of the eye called the retina, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But when it's removed from the eye, it has the appearance of a contact lens. So there's a surgical procedure where they're just, you'll notice they've trimmed the eyelashes there and got that baby tied open, and then they pulled off the cornea.
Does it just peel off like that?
Well, I'm sure they have to do some incisions around there to pop it off. Okay, now we'll move on. So the cornea and the lens, like I said, they work together to focus light from an object onto the retina, which you can see there in the back of the eye. And as light hits the cornea, it's bent and then refocused by the lens on the retina. And then that retina takes those signals, runs them up a neuron into your brain, and helps you through a very complicated process, sense an image. So question number 2, can a cornea be repaired after it's been damaged?
Yes.
Depending on the extent.
Yeah, depending on the extent of the damage, right? So what would be an example of a damage that could be repaired? Johan?
Just like maybe in contact sport, if someone like comes to scratches the surface of the cornea, the cells inside it can repair itself. Something going in much deeper than that, going to more sensitivity, that's not going to be as easy.
Okay, so you said the surface. So you bring us to an important point, that there are different layers of the cornea.